Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat pranams. It's the 4th of July and I'm in the UK wearing this winter coat. I've just got back from a week in southern France, in Nice, for my brother's wedding, and I've come back to this really cold spell. I'm walking around the fields near where I live, in these country fields. Got my farmer's look on and doing some japa. I wanted to firstly say a big happy Independence Day to all my American friends and to the followers of the Hare Krishna Project that are based in the United States. Those of you who regularly send me messages and comments. You were very keen to get your independence in 1776, to have independence and freedom from King George III. God bless him. So you gained it. Happy Independence Day. This is a big week for the Hare Krishna Project. We've got some big podcasts coming up. Two really big ones, actually. And I say that often, but they are really big podcasts. So yesterday, I had the honor of recording a podcast with His Grace Kailasa Chandra Prabhu. Kailasa Chandra Prabhu needs no introduction. He's been a well-known outspoken figure in the Hare Krishna movement for decades. He is a co-founder of the Vaishnava Foundation, and he has been a strong critic of different things in all kind of Gaudiya circles for many years, not just ISKCON, but also in other Gaudiya groups and in the Ritvik order. So yesterday I recorded a podcast with him, and I'm very grateful to him and his team for taking part in that podcast. He probably is my most senior guest yet in terms of how we defining or measuring seniority. His Grace Kailasa Chandra Prabhu has been around the Hare Krishna movement for over half a century, and he was initiated on the day of Janmashtami by Srila Prabhupada himself in 1972. And he is a well-known, outspoken voice, and it was his first broadcast interview, so a world exclusive, and he is the man that other podcast producers in the Hare Krishna movement and other media outlets have refused to interview, and I, as much as possible, try to be as inclusive as possible. I can't be completely inclusive. There are certainly some people I won't interview, but I was happy to interview Kailasa Chandra Prabhu. That podcast will be aired tomorrow night, 7 p.m. in the UK, at UK time, on YouTube and Facebook. And tonight, so 24 hours later, tonight I am recording a podcast with Henry Doktorsky. Henry Doktorsky also needs no introduction. He was very active in the New Vrindavan community in the 1980s, and he is the famous author of Killing for Krishna and other publications too, and he's also been an outspoken critic of various issues within ISKCON over many years, and so I'm also very honoured that he is appearing as a guest this week. Two big guests, and then we're kind of changing the tone of things a bit. I'm recording a podcast this weekend with a wonderful devotee in Wales called Kamala Devi Dasi. She is in the International Pure Bhakti Yoga Society, and she will be talking about the new ashram that the Gangamatas group have set up in Wales. So a wonderful positive story, which we also do like to focus on here at the Hare Krishna Project. And then over the summer, I'm interviewing a lot of devotees from ISKCON, talking about their projects in the UK. The Hare Krishna Project is a number of things. It's a preaching project, a preaching mission. We like to share Krishna consciousness with ordinary, everyday people, and our team do that. We do school programs, we do festivals, we do talks in libraries. But also we like to be a space where devotees, whoever they are or wherever they're from, and I don't just mean that geographically, I mean that theologically and philosophically too, can share their ideas and share their thoughts. Of course, there are some boundaries that we operate by. Certainly, for me, Kailasa Chandra Prabhu wasn't a controversial figure to interview. If you were to ask me what group of people I wouldn't interview, is there a certain group of people I wouldn't give a platform to? And yes, it is the far right in the Hare Krishna movement. Believe it or not, unfortunately, there is a slight Nazi element in some wings of the Hare Krishna movement, and I certainly wouldn't be giving them a platform, but mostly everyone else is given a platform here at the Hare Krishna Project, because we want to share with the world, the Hare Krishna world, the Krishna consciousness world, just how diverse our global community is. Now, there's a good chance that I might disagree with some of the guests, some of the 65 guests that I've had. And yes, I have disagreed with some of them. But that doesn't mean they're not entitled to their opinion. And that doesn't mean they're not entitled to share it. So 2 big podcasts this week. Tomorrow night, we are broadcasting that big podcast with Kailasa Chandra Prabhu. And then this weekend, probably Saturday, we'll be broadcasting that big podcast with Henry Doktorsky, who will be sharing details of his book, Killing for Krishna. So thank you to you all on this Independence Day for staying tuned and staying in touch with the Hare Krishna Project. Hare Krishna. Thank you.